The shorty was a good sign, despite of everything I saw. It's slowing down time, changing all the laws. Try to catch it with my hands, so that I can take it home. Hoping I can keep it when I'm dead, when you're gone. Try to catch it with my, catch it with my, try to catch it with my. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow, they'll fall into the ground, dance around circles, and I catch them with my mouth. It softens all the noises, it softens all the things. Everything is wild. So I kiss you with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away. Try to catch it with my, so I catch it with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away.
Hey, what's up, people? How you doing? Welcome to another live stream. We're gonna get into this Missy Moo situation. Hey, Mary, Melly D, Marie, Amy, Judy, Natsuki, Mary R, Pause and Pose. Welcome, everybody, just listening. Hey, it ain't that. How are you doing? Welcome as well. So this has been ongoing for some time now, and Missy Moo's been making videos about it. It seems she doesn't like it when people make things up about her. Well, hey, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into this. I'm gonna share my screen in a moment. What we're gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna talk about this, but we're gonna go over everything that's been happening, and we are gonna, yeah, I don't even know where to start to really figure this out. You know what? Let's start from the last one. I think this update gives us an idea of what's going on, and then we can go backwards. I think that's best. Hey, Polly. Hey, is it your birthday today? I think I saw that in Timberly's chat. Hey, Angel of Glass, welcome. Charlie's mom, How you doing? One small moose. Melly D, what's up, Marie? All right, let me share my screen. We're gonna get into this. Here we go. This and that, and see what Missy Moo is saying, and then after that we'll go backwards. Well, not really backwards. We'll start like a few days ago and then go forward. I think that's the best bet to do. If you aren't aware of what's going on with Missy Moo and Nader Elshamy, well, we're gonna catch you up. So was it Polly's birthday? Oh yeah, your birthday currently. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Polly. All right, people, let's get it started.
Hi guys, little update quickly on Cardi Moo. He's in for surgery. It's gonna take 3 hours for the surgery, which is a little bit frightening. Anyway, him aside, he's in.
All right, so one of Missy Moo's kids broke their arm, from what I understand, arm wrestling, and they need surgery, like pretty significant surgery. So that's what she's talking about with Cardi Moo.
Good hands. I just spoke with a surgeon who was really cute. He's like, I thought mom would like some reassurance too, which was actually extremely sweet of them to do. That aside, I just had to listen through some drivel of Nadder's this morning. I guess he had Dee Dee up early and being pretty blatant and mean to her, but whatever. That's she wants to live like that. Let her. But here's the deal, buddy.
Sure.
Since you decided to declare publicly on your platform that I sent you inappropriate sexual nature pictures, that I was upset that I was rejected by you, since you decided to declare that falsehood, blatant lie, defamatory statement against me, until you retract that statement publicly on your platform, daily I will do this, and I will report it to everyone I can, every police station I can.
All right, so what's going on is that Nader said that Missy Moo sent him dirty pics, some snoods, and she is really, really, really upset that he said that. That's what's going on. So she has been reporting his OnlyFans, and she is reaching out to anybody and everybody that she possibly can, because not only is he will never retract, right? Exactly, Jason. Not only is Nader in Canada, but so is Missy Moo, except for Nader is in Quebec. Not that it matters, and Missy Moo's in Ontario. Pause and Post says he'll double down on it. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens between Missy Moo and Nader. It seems it's a war. Honeydew, you're out of the loop. We'll catch you up, Honeydew. There's a lot going on, a lot of stuff. But irony is that Missy Moo used to really go hard and bat for Foodie Beauty. Anything that would come across her desk, she would, run with. So I find it ironic and hypocritical that now she is knowing and understanding that anybody can say anything about you and then it's just out there. So hopefully she understands that now, and with bread with caution whenever somebody says something about somebody else, maybe not just, believe it right away without any receipts. Because like I keep saying, people need to bring the receipts. Reaper Girl says, we all know that Nads loves bigger women and Missy Moo is a nutcase, so I can believe it. I have no idea who to believe. Yes, 7th of June is your birthday, honeydew? Well, we're gonna celebrate as well. Yes, happy birthday, Polly.
I can, every police station I can, every lawyer, whatever I have to do, I will make a lot of noise about it. I don't care if you talk about my appearance, my hygiene. I could care less. That stuff, whatever. You want to have a coconut that looks like me? I don't care what you do in regards to that stuff. I don't care what you think I smell like, what you think I look like. I could care less about that. Until you retract the public statement you made that I sent you inappropriate pictures and was rejected by you, and therefore that is why I am trying to stop your OnlyFans. Until you retract that very false, defamatory statement about me, I will continue to do this. You need to understand I'm very serious, extremely serious. This is a serious matter for me. I don't care what you say about my showering habits, nothing like that. Until you retract that statement about me sending you pictures, I will continue to do this. Understand that.
So Maria, what's up? If you guys don't know about the whole coconut thing, remember how we had two coconuts and were both of them in a wig or just one? I can't remember now. It's been months ago, but yeah, Nader Elshamy had two coconuts on the table, the representative of you know who. Now I can't remember if one or both had wigs on. Oh boy, I guess I need to Google that if somebody can tell me. You guys remember the coconuts, right? From many months ago. Soon coming to a year, but he had two of them on the table, poking fun at Foodie Beauty. Hey, Hope Flows, what's up, Dynamite? Hey there, what's going on? Why bother to warn him? Just do it. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are saying in the comment section is that she's warning him, but why doesn't she just go ahead and do it? Exactly, just do it. All right, so let's go to this one. This one, here we go. This is another one. She is coming at the Nadster real hard, real savage.
Nader, I didn't send you anything. Nothing. So if you want to continue to say that I did, be prepared because I live in Canada. I make my own hours. If you're having a sexual harassment charge, add it on to your sexual assault charge. That might be really, really good for you. Real good for you. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I already have your address there. Thankfully to the farms, I have your address. So that's amazing. So considering that you keep saying that I sent you nudes, which is false, I said that I was sent an email that said cease and desist about talking about May. And it was false because I took it to my lawyer and he said this is not something the lawyer's office would
Hey,
send.
Marie.
So there you go. But if you continue to want to say that I sent you inappropriate pictures, continue that because I 100% will call the police and press charges. I have recorded you saying that. So now, what are you going to do? Would you like to add more charges to your charges already? Would you like more jail time? Because I would absolutely love to give you some more jail time. Would love it.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Well, you heard that right. Missy Moo is going in. We got more though, a lot more. So we're gonna keep going over these things. Missy Moo has been very, very active. She's not playing. Hopefully, well, we'll see what happens if she follows through or not. She says she's gonna follow through. So, do I believe her? Oh hell yes, I do. Well, hopefully she will. We shall see.
As long as I'm breathing, as long as I have the ability to use my little phalanges.
Well, YouTube is messing up with this stuff sometimes. I've noticed, like, I'm trying to go full screen and then it does this. Ah, okay. Let me do it again. All right. Now it's working. When is Nada's court date? Oh, I gotta look into that. Hey, Just I have no idea.
As long as I'm breathing, as long as I have the ability to use my little phalanges.
Hey, Maria.
Oh, I have green onion on me. I'm cooking. As long as I have my little phalanges, I will type every day and report every time you try to reactivate or open an OnlyFans. I will make it my mission that you will never have one. Understand that predators don't belong on platforms. You are a predator, you are a convicted felon, and you are up on SA charges right now. And I'm about to add sexual harassment charges, considering you're spreading defamatory accusations about me sending you inappropriate pictures, which is false. I have never sent you anything. So that's a lie. What I got was a fake email from somebody,
True,
obviously
Jason.
the same type of person who sent one to Monty or whatever, to not talk about the May situation. Now that I know that it was fake, I will continue to talk about the May situation and I will continue to block your attempts at an OnlyFans platform at
Yikes.
every chance I get. Understand that, buddy. You don't scare me. You don't intimidate me. You're a small, tiny little skeleton man. And I am a powerful woman. And I, with my voice, will make sure that you, a predator, a convicted criminal, will never have an OnlyFans platform. So you can never target innocent people again.
All right. So, if you need an update on what the hell is going on, Nader has been saying once again that Missy Moo sent him uh, racy pictures, inappropriate pictures, aka, the schnoods. And she has taken great offense to that because, after all, Missy Moo is a married woman and has been married to Mr. Moo for a very long time, has brought up multiple kids in what she says is a loving household. So she is taking great offense that somebody's coming online saying that Missy Moo has sent the news, and of all people, to Nader Elshamy. Whether or not it's true, I have no idea. I don't have any evidence for or against anything. All I'm going to do is sit back and commentate on what the hell is going on. So here's another one.
All right, so I'm posting this picture of the three things that need to happen to report defamation, which is what um, Nader is doing to me. He is spreading false information that is causing defamation to my name. And because he's using a variation of my online name, that's still fine. I spoke with somebody. It's still fine because I know that it's directed towards me. And I have in there, I have other videos where he's used Missy Moo and then used Pissy Poo. And
Hmm.
so I know that it's directed towards me. And so I'll be able to prove that. So I qualify. He is defaming my character by saying that I have sent him nudes and that I'm being charged with sexual harassment. He said 6 people have been charged with it or are being charged with it.
Wait a second. Okay, here's the thing. Like, these defamation cases are very hard to prove, right? And even if you do prove it, then to get money out of people is a whole nother thing. So, a lot of people say, like, hey, it might be pointless. It's super difficult, but I don't know. Is Missimo really gonna continue with this? I have no idea if it's false or not. I can't even speak on that. Like, I have no idea what the hell's going on because, remember, there's so many things that have come up that we had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. Like, nobody knew, like, Bally Chicken, aka what's her name now? Bally Talks, I don't know, something like that. But remember, Bally Chicken Reactions was talking to Nader Elshamy for what, over a year and a half. Nobody knew that, but she was coming into other people's chats as if nothing was happening. Like, there's so many things that happen behind the scenes that you can never know what is truly going on.
And that's not what I said at all. I said I was given an email, a cease and desist email, um, about the May situation because I said a couple of videos about the May situation. Found out that it's just somebody giving bogus information. I guess they found the lawyer's information from the court that's online, things like that. And they made it look pretty professional, but it's not. But I don't qualify. It's not necessarily sexual harassment he's doing. It's defamation. So I absolutely qualify for the defamation. So I have, just to let you guys know, I have a phone appointment on Sunday with my police office, like police station, because you guys know Cardi Moo has broken his arm. We're still waiting for his surgery. He's on a
Mm-hmm.
list. So the poor guy every day has to fast from midnight the night before to 6 p.m. the day of. And then we get a call whether he's going in for surgery that night or not. So I don't want to be out of the house. So I have a phone appointment. So I have the videos and clips of him saying that I've sent him inappropriate pictures, that I want to be on his OnlyFans with him, things like that that are false and defamatory. So if anybody else
Okay.
catches a clip, it's hard for me to understand him. He's a bit of a mush mouth, so it's hard for me to sometimes understand, but I can of course get the gist of it. I have quite a few clips, but if anybody wants to send me any clips, you can email it to me. My email is here on my YouTube. That would be wonderful. But yeah, so I definitely do qualify for the defamation, so that's what I'm going to go for. I don't qualify for sexual harassment just because it's more of defamation because nothing has happened. So it's just him saying things have happened. So it's defaming my character. So
That's what I want to know as well, Maria. Like, how is the police going to react to this? Because I don't know. It's like, are well, I can't even say really how they are going to react to it because you never know. Some cops might take this seriously. Other cops might be like, "Listen, we have like people getting beat up, getting shanked, getting unalived. You have somebody on the internet that you or that is talking about you, but also Missy Moo is engaging with this person. This person is saying things about Missy Moo, and this person being Nader Elshamy, but Missy Moo is also talking to at and about Nader Elshamy, so she's engaging with him. So typically, if any law enforcement officer sees this, they're gonna be like, "Then why don't you just get off the internet and stop engaging with him? Like, stop replying, stop adding him because that's what she's doing. She adds Nader Elshamy, so he sees it, so it pops up." So she knows for sure he's gonna see it. So is there really gonna be a point to this? You tell me. Hey Cypher, how is it going?
Oh, and what I've said about him is not defamation because he is a convicted felon. He has convicted felons. He went to jail and he is currently on sexual harassment or sexual assault charges. He is currently on them. They're alleged right now, but he is currently going to court for them. So it's okay to talk about that. It's public knowledge. So they've let me know that it's okay for me to talk about that. It's public knowledge. I have to say that it's uh, allegedly, and
Mm-hmm.
so going forward, I do definitely qualify for the three things that they look for defamation. So that's what I'm going to do, and I encourage anybody else that maybe has had him say those things to maybe just take a second look and see if maybe he qualifies as well, because he should not be able to get on the internet and say that people have sent him inappropriate pictures, because we're going up against him having a platform on OnlyFans. um, that's not right to be able to say that we're jealous and we just want to see things about him. That's not true. It's just, no, that's disgusting. Uh, I don't think it's fair, my own personal opinion, to have a predator and somebody who's currently going through a SA charge case
Hmm.
to be able to have a platform like OnlyFans for the things that he wants to do on there. And the fact that he is a convicted felon who went to jail for violence. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to update you guys. So I definitely can follow through with the defamation, and I'm going to. So like I said,
Okay.
if anybody catches anything else he might say and they want to email me a clip, please do. I'm not monetizing any of these videos at all. Uh, I don't want to be flagged or anything on YouTube for that. So we're not monetizing any of that.
Hey
But
internet hit machine.
I'm sick and tired of him saying that I have sent him inappropriate pictures, um, and that I know what his. The other night he insinuated that I know what his big vein looks like, and that's disgusting. And he also insinuated that my husband and I were getting a divorce, which is also defamatory and not true. So I just want to.
How many times has Missy Moo said stuff that's not true? Okay, so he said that you and your husband are getting divorced. OMG, everybody, just stop what you're doing right now. Nader El Shami said that Missy Moo and Mr. Moo are getting a divorce. The whole world has stopped.
Kind of let you guys know that, and if anybody else needs a little courage, please contact me, email me. I live not very far from where he lives. It's in a different province, but I'm willing to travel and willing to do whatever I need to do to follow through with this, and I hope and pray, May, if you hear this, that this will somehow aid your case. I really do.
Okay, we're gonna get into another one. Yes, these are all within the past 24 hours. Well, I haven't even put up all of them that's been in the past 24 hours, but here's another one. We are getting deeper and deeper into it. It seems Nader and Chantal are unstoppable. Yeah, it's kind of seems like that. Like Chantal's been running really good. Nader, how many times has people been trying to get him off the YouTubes and has it worked? No. It hasn't. He's still here. He's still striking channels. A fish says, I think defamation it needs to prove repercussions, loss of something. Yeah, it's one of those. The written one, libel versus slander. So it would be slander because that's defamation that occurs in oral form. So typically, to be awarded stuff, you'd have to prove some sort of loss, right? Loss of income or whatnot, loss of public standing. Exactly.
Well, good morning. Happy Saturday, guys, from Missy Moo at the Moo Zoo. So I have a little bit of nervous energy this morning. Cardi Moo has gone in for his surgery.
Oh, my bad, people. Let me put this on the screen. It's too many things to do at once.
Well, good morning. Happy Saturday, guys, from
He has
Missy Moo
done
at the Moo
zero
Zoo.
wrong.
Um,
Who the hell
so
is
I
this?
have a little bit of nervous energy this morning. Cardi Moo has gone in for his surgery. Today's surgery. Mr. Moo has taken him. They're going there. He prefers daddy because mommy has a lot of nervous energy when it comes to those things. He's 19 years old. He doesn't need his mommy, but I think he does. But it's okay. Dad has that bond where, he says, oh, I'll make sure he comes back with both his arms, like type of thing. And so he can play it off really good with him. So I have a bit of nervous energy because, we got the call. It was like at 7, just a little after 7 this morning. So I immediately packed, a lunch for Mr. Moo to have there. It's a day surgery, but he goes into the OR. There's just like really set time. It's like as soon as you can get here type of deal. So anyway, they're there. Long story short, they're there. So I came on here because I just, I have a little bit of nervous energy, and I thought, well, I'm gonna just kind of blurt my thoughts right now on this whole Chef Death Nader situation. Now, I, sorry, I have something on my ring, and I get distracted easily because I have ADHD. So please just bear with me. I have a lot of opinions about him. I don't like him. I get a really bad vibe from him, but that's just my own opinions. And of course, with anything that he's going through with court right now, it's alleged. We know this. I've said it. People are aware. He puts out a lot of activity on the internet. He puts out a lot of his personal life. Other people have as well. There's public knowledge to, when he was charged with the violent crime, stabbing his ex-girlfriend and her cousin. He went to jail for this, prison. We know this. He's talked about being a chef at prison. These are not new things. These are things we're aware of. So if I talk about that, it's not defaming his character. These are public knowledge, truth knowledge. The truth is he is a convicted felon with a felony charge. He went to prison, and he is currently on alleged sexual SA charges. And they are they're going to court. So that is true and factual. What is false?
Here we go. Okay. I gotta clarify some things. When she says he's a convicted felon, that type of language isn't used in Canada. Canadian law does not have misdemeanors and felonies. The system is actually based on three types of offenses: indictable, hybrid, and summary, which includes super summary. So the American use of you have a misdemeanor versus you have a felony, or you have a felony versus a misdemeanor is actually false. Just to clarify, we only have we have three types here. Indictable, of course, is super serious. Hybrid is in between, and then there's summary, which of course is serious as well. But with the indictments, indictable offenses, you get more jail time. Just an FYI.
Knowledge. The
Hey,
truth is
observant.
he is a convicted felon with a felony charge. He went to prison, and he is currently on alleged sexual SA charges. And they are they're going to court. So that is true and factual. What is false and defamatory that he has said about me, my name, Missy Moo or Pissy Poo or whatever he calls me, it is directed towards me, and everyone is aware that it is directed towards me, is that I have sent him inappropriate pictures,
Mm-hmm.
nudes, and that he has been sexually harassed by me. This is the claim, the untrue, false claim that he has made against me. Um, this is in regards to me talking about the May situation and my opinions on it. And it is public knowledge that he's going through court for this. So it's free to talk about as long as you're using terms like alleged um, or, in my opinion, um, proven, they need to prove his guilt
Right.
type of deal. But I can have my opinion on his guilt, and I think he's guilty. That's my opinion, though. Anybody can have an opinion. But what you can't do is state false facts. So, fact is, he is going to trial for SA. That is the fact. Someone has
Mm-hmm.
charged him with SA.
That is true.
What is false and defamatory that he has said about me is that I have sent him inappropriate pictures, that I have spoken to him about wanting to be involved with him. That is a lie. It's defamatory, and I am going to pursue whatever I can to make him accountable. He needs to be held accountable. He gets away with far too much on the YouTube platform, in my opinion. It's a bit harder to um, get YouTube to take notice of that.
Polygon Rung says, is one's media persona considered one's identity and person in Canada? I would say so, because if you defame my media persona, then my persona is tied to me, in essence. But that's actually a pretty good question. I'm gonna have to look that up, Polly. Really good question. So if let's say I even have a moniker, like, my name might be like John Black, but I go by, I don't know, like X John online. Is it's X John would still be still tied to John Black, right? So if somebody's defaming my persona online, then wouldn't isn't that still part of my identity? Good question, though. She denies she sent him pictures. She is denying that, a fish. She is a married woman, and she's denying that she had any sexual interest in Nader Elshamy.
Unfortunately, and there's no one person to blame. It's just, I guess, the process. But I do know that other platforms like OF have a much stricter terms of service. And considering that you're not even supposed to promote that on YouTube, he shouldn't be talking about it on YouTube. And since he's continued to talk about it and he showed his page on here and his bio for OF on here, and he's talked about it, I will go up against it every time, and I will put complaints in and reports in every time. Like I've said, in my opinion, people of predatory nature, people who have had accusations of SA, people who have been convicted and went to prison for violent crimes, should not be on that type of sensitive platform that can people, that especially with the Dom kink that he wants to portray on his page. Um,
Oh, really? Observant says, I don't believe her. Look how many others sent nudes just to piss Chantel off. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more people that we don't know about that sent their stuff in. Like, it's interesting. Well, and I mean, it's not that surprising to me that people do that, because, yeah, a lot of people a lot of people want to one up Chantel, and that was one of the ways that they would go ahead and do it. Hey, Kelly Wade, what's up?
there's a lot that he could potentially play off as BDSM that is actually to somebody who isn't knowledgeable, abuse, allegedly. So I I just need a little bit. I'm not looking for unsolicited legal advice, things like this, but just like maybe some opinions. So in where I live in my city, our police station has duty counsel. So I can speak with somebody, because this isn't like something that I can say, oh, go arrest this dude. It's not something like that. It's a process. So I have to, like, what I essentially would like to do is like just, I'd like to have I'd like to say to the police station, can you just make a report? Can you say that I've reported that he's done this, just so there's a paper trail, and let them know that he has an ongoing case right now for SA and a bit of his back history, things like that. I'm sure
Why won't he show it and blur it out like he did Jessica? I don't know. Maybe he understands that Missy Moo will take it to the authorities. Maybe that's why. Maybe he knows. Yeah, since she's also in Canada, that she has a lot more leeway to follow through. Because what Nader did to Jessica Messica is in the States. It's harder to follow through with these things, of course, but if you're in the same country, or if you're really not that far away, you could drive to the local his local police station and file a report against him. Do all sort of things that it would people would find it harder to do if they were literally hundreds or thousands of miles away. Mary says, you can dislike Missy Moo, but if you are defending Nader, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. Yeah, true. So we shall see. I'm not sure if she did or didn't send anything. I can't speak to the matter regarding Missy Moo and Nadder. It's just Nadder has will keep he will keep things for months and then release it out of the blue. If you've noticed that, he's done that to several people. He'll What did he just do a day ago? He released the conversation between him and FFG. That happened how long ago? When was that? Back in like 2021, wasn't it? And it's 2023, and almost what? Nader came into the picture in late April. It's now June, so it's almost 2 years ago that it happened, and he's just releasing it right now. He does weaponize his stuff, and that is what people need to understand, that he has the ability to keep things for a very long time, then release it whenever he wants to.
once they put in his information, they'll see all that anyway. So I'm hoping what I can do is like maybe just, it's not a charge or anything, but maybe just like a record, when like somebody breaks in your house or whatever, somebody sends you a rude, like, threatening email or something like that, where you can kind of report it. So I'm looking to do that. So that's what I'm hoping I'm able to do tomorrow during the phone. I'm still going to keep it as a phone thing and not go in, just because, Cardi Moo, he's going to be home and recovering from surgery and things like that. So I want to be here. So I'm going to keep the phone appointment, talk to them. Obviously they're going to give me advice, but I wonder, has anybody went through like defamation? What is the process? I have never had to do anything like that.
Well, welcome, Missy Moo. Is she getting some of her just desserts once again? Remember all the stuff that she's do to other people? So is she getting the karma for that? Remember, Missy Moo used to go after other people, say things about other people, do things to other people on behalf of Foodie Beauty. Now, some people might say she's getting her just desserts. Observant says calling Missy a liar is not defending Nada. Yeah, they can be totally separate things. You can call Missy Moo or say that Missy Moo is lying while also not defending Nader Elshamy. That is actually pretty true. Can't believe Canada keeps Nader. He's a waste of their money and dangerous. Yeah, he is. But like a lot of people say, Canada is not in the business of deporting people where they can meet their debts. So that is a whole nother thing to deal with immigration and Canada's immigration policies.
I only have went to court over like family court over like when I got divorced, from my first husband, and like with child support, and it was all like amicable. Like it didn't, like there was no um marks, like tar marks on either one of our like reputations for that. It was like family court, and like police and stuff were never involved. So I'm just wondering, like, obviously it's not like a police matter, but I like it to just like there to be like a bit of a paper trail. So I'm hoping I can do that. Secondly, I'm thinking it's something that I have to like either file paperwork for. And here's the other thing. Do I file it in the city I'm from, or do I have to do that where he's from? And do I contact his lawyer and let her know these things? I believe it's a female.
Yeah, this
Or no, I don't want her to get behind. Like
I never knew that. I didn't know that Missy Moo was in a marriage and she had at least one kid with somebody else. This is new to me.
Or no, I don't want her to get behind. Like I was talking to my husband about this, and he's like, "Why give her a heads up?" And I'm like, "True. Why give her a heads up? I don't want them to be able to get behind it in any way." So, and again, this is YouTube drama, but him saying those things affects my life when he talks about me sending him inappropriate pictures. That affects my life because people are talking about it now. And when I say it affects my life, I do not want to be associated with him. He's a criminal in my mind. He is a criminal. He has criminal charges. And he is he's distasteful in my opinion. I don't want to be associated with a distasteful person with that type of reputation. Just like I no longer want to have association with Foodie, and like she has a totally different side of distastefulness, animal abuse, things like that.
Nikki Chuckle says, Missy talked to a lawyer. Why are you asking people who don't know? Yeah, doesn't she have a lawyer? Didn't she say she has a lawyer that she is talking to and getting matters sorted? So then why come online? Isn't this the same thing we said about so many other people who have said they have lawyers and they're filing? So then why talk about it online? Because it can and will negatively affect your case if you talk about it and you aren't being actively cautioned by a lawyer what to say or what not to say. So the best thing a lot of people do is just don't say anything, just remain silent, just let the case, if you have a case, go through the courts and whatnot, but don't talk about it online. So when she said that she has legal representation but she's coming online talking about, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I'm an animal advocate. I don't want that there. I get that I have other tarred image when it comes to Chantal. I get that. Whatever. That's a whole different compartment there. I have never been after the whole false apology that he made her do online at his house with the tuna steaks, I have never been supportive of that ever since then. So that's over a year now. And I refuse to have any. I never watched any of his videos after that. I never. It was. I was like a member, like a friend with benefits or whatever, for like 1 month when it initially started. And then when I saw what kind of person he was in the videos, like you could just see it. I was like, absolutely not. He is terrible. And I told Foodie that. I was like, he is terrible. Like I don't know what you see in him. He's terrible. It just oozes out of him. So I've never been in support of the relationship ever. So I want like after that whole apology thing, when that happened, no. Before
Rule
then,
observance.
I was like, whatever, like everybody else who was like a viewer of Foodies who, when she was there, viewed their lives type of thing. But I never did like him. I never did think he was like a really great guy or anything, especially after that thing. Before then,
Impeccable, what's up?
whatever, he was somebody she was seeing.
Hey, yummy, yummy.
But there's
Welcome.
red flags. Nobody who has who views it from an objective standpoint would not see the red flags. There's tons of red flags. So anyway, I'm rambling, but so that's kind of where I'm at the process. I publicly basically said, told him to stop saying the lies, the defamatory lies, that I sent him anything in picture form. It never happened, never will happen. I am not jealous of him. I am not jealous that he will have an OnlyFans. He will not have an OnlyFans.
Can I ask a question? Do you guys think it would have been best if Missy Moo had not brought attention to it? Because if you look at her videos, she's consistently bringing attention to it over and over and over and over again. Would it have been better if he just said whatever and she just kept it moving? Hey, Cirili, how you doing? She's killing the case, exactly. She lied first, and she lie about what exactly? Observant. D Higgins, what's up? How you been? Long time no see.
If I have fingers to report, I will block it at every chance I can get. Um, and I just hope that they have a good terms of service where they will, that they look out for their public platform, and the potential innocent people that could be subject to him. Um,
Did he really send her a cease and desist? Yeah, but what Missy was saying is not like officially from a lawyer. It's something he just, you know, worded and sent to her. Does that make it like not a cease and desist? No, it's still a cease and desist. It's just that it just came straight from Nader, from my understanding of what Missy Moo was saying.
and, like, they need to just look at it, some of his videos. The way he talked about this child essay with Gary was disgusting, absolutely revolting. The way he talks about women is revolting. The way he talks about anybody, it's revolting. In fact, the way he talks about his own mother is revolting. Um, so I just want to do this properly and not for sensationalism. My thing is, yeah, I have a funny puppet that that Chef Death is going to make him embarrassed, and that's okay. That's why I do that.
Okay.
Chef Death could be could be a puppet like a South Park character. It's based on no one. So, but if it resonates with him, it resonates with him.
Wait a second. Is that like a CPAP machine or a BiPAP or a DPAP machine? Look at that. Right behind her on our right side, her left side. It seems that there is a translucent hose there with an attachment that seems to be a mask. Interesting.
Uh, but I do some funny skits. I do some funny things with the reborn doll. I do some funny things. It's what I do. It's just kind of fun things I like. But when it comes to um,
She does a puppet show where she'll have characters of people from Girl World, and she'll make the voices and say certain things to them. So with Nader Elshamy, she has a skeleton that has cooking utensils in both hands that she's tied to the skeleton's hands with ziplocs, and then she pokes fun at the character, which is intended as a replacement for Nader Elshamy. So that's what she does. She did it with me as well. She had a could have sworn it was a skeleton as well, and my skeleton had these neon green gloves on, and the neon green gloves were to stop me from playing with my genitals for some reason. So she was implying that I play with my genitals too much, so she had to put these anti-masturbation gloves on me.
standing up for women, I always will do that. Always. Uh, Especially when it's to a cowardly man who's trying to
You remember that, Nikki?
flex. He said, "Oh, are you going to get divorced from your husband?" Absolutely not. You do not understand the quality of my husband, the quality of a man he is, an actual man. You do not understand the self restraint my husband has when it comes to you. You could
Ooh,
never understand self restraint
wow.
because you don't have any.
Mr. Moo wants to go in.
So, yeah. Anyway, rest assured, guys, that um, I will do whatever I can to help. Just, I don't believe he should be on that type of platform. And whatever I can do, I
Acts
mean, you know, they
observant.
say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And I have the means to be a squeaky wheel. So I will be. And, you know, I'm not saying that anybody should gang up on this guy. Not at all. There's ways to do these things that will not come back on you. Um, but he cannot sit and say when somebody comes up against him for his behavior or comes up against him having an OF platform or the way he speaks about women or children who are now adults who had SA or abuse. When you come and speak up against that, he does not have the right to then lie and say that you have sent him pictures and you were rejected and so you're jealous and
Okay.
this is why you're saying those things. Because it's a lie, it's false, it's untrue, and it's defamatory. The truth is that Nader Elshamy was in prison for a violent crime against two people. He now
Okay, correction. He was never in prison. He was in jail. The 2 years less a day thing means that you stay at a jail, a provincial jail, and you never go to a federal prison. If it's 2 years and more, you go to a prison, a federal prison. 2 years less a day, you stay at the jail. So Nader El Shami was at the jail. He was at the Quebec jail because his sentence was at the most 2 years less a day. Just to clarify, we got Barney in the chat here. Barney making up a whole lot of shit. So we're gonna put you on the timer here, Barney. Barney, you're a dumbass that likes to stir up a lot of trouble. And we're gonna go in. We're gonna definitely go in. So Barney has been shit talking, stirring up trouble, wants people to react in a negative manner. I've addressed many, many things many, many times, as I've saying over and over and over again, what people have been doing online to a lot lately in girl world. People are having now the understanding that you just can't believe somebody outright. And that what was happening a lot of last year, where people would never come up with any proof of what they're saying and other people would just believe them and run with it. But now more and more people are like, hey, if you're gonna say something like that, you gotta provide the proof, which is what I keep saying myself. If people are gonna say stuff, they gotta provide the proof because a lot of people have been saying a lot of shit. And when it boils down to me and my the situation that happened in September, is like people would talk to you, would try and see you, but if it goes sour, if it doesn't work out for them, the first thing they try and do is defame you, and I think that's wrong. It's all good, Mary. Don't worry about it. Like, I've learned and understand that, hey, the internet is a very cold place, but it can be also a great place. It also depends on the community you live in, or the community that you are in, not that you live in. But what I'm saying is that you got to be careful of people. Like, one day people are cool with you, they're your friend, they're your best buds, they want to talk, you're the best person. The next day, if you have a disagreement, you might think, okay, we had a fight, it's all good, let's just leave each other alone, move on, or leave each other for a bit. You're the most horrible person. They're saying this and that about you, they're twisting and turning things. It's really, really disgusting behavior. Exactly, Fish, it was defamatory. We got Barney in the chat again. You're using my picture as as my thumbnail. Yeah, you want to know why? Because I can, Barney. That's why. That's why, because I can. Anyways, let's finish up this Missy Moo stuff and we're gonna continue.
the truth is that Nader Elshamy was in prison for a violent crime
So
against two
Vanessa.
people. He now has an essay charge that is currently going to trial. And who else knows what he has on there? We know what he's talked about online. We know how he is. We know how he speaks to people. We know how he threatens. And see, I'm in the same country, so I will not be intimidated. And I want him to know this. I will not be intimidated by you. I will not be intimidated by Dee. Dee, you are in for a long, hard road with that man. I hope you understand that.
Has Ndidi been in for a long hard road already? Like the type of stuff that Didi's already been through, like it's incredible.
Your happiness comes across as utter misery. If you're trying to play that you're a happy person, you're coming across as utter misery. You look
Hey Lucy.
miserable. You look like you live in utter misery. He has taken over your life. And a relationship is give and take, not give Nader whatever he wants. That's not a relationship. That's a dictatorship.
Errado says Didi has to enjoy being treated like that. Does she? All right. Again, this affects Missy. How? I wonder how it affects Missy. But Missy keeps going in. She keeps talking. All I gotta say is she's doing the most. All right, people. So what's gonna happen now? I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. Why is Barney always saying people will be sorry? Barney has a very long history when it comes to trolling and threatening on the internet. Usually, she goes for soft targets, as in people who will elicit a quick reaction that's usually deemed negative. Like if you get upset and you say that's not true, and a lot of times it isn't true, but Barney and Ariel G will say certain things that they know are not true just to elicit an effect out of you. And then once they get that effect, they'll go live and make fun of it. That is literally what they both do, as well as Jessica Messica does that as well. Oh, we got Kermit. You're literally lying. OMG. Kermit, what are. Listen, get that out of the chat. What? You have the actual Kermit riding a horse penis. What are you doing? Yeah, exactly, Kermit. Like Julie, come in, come correct. Yeah, Kermit is Julie, which is Barney, which is Jack Mayhoff, as in Jack Me Off. Same person. They're all the same. Multiple stock accounts. Same multiple stock accounts that they have. Ariel G has, and we'll keep coming in. We're waiting. We're waiting for you, Barney. Come in with your next suck account. Let's go. Other than that, hey, we're gonna see what happens with Missy Moo versus Nader Elshamy. I remember when the articles were being made about Nader. Remember those? How long ago was that? The articles, the abuse articles. That was almost a year ago. I guess so, right? Yeah, if I can remember all those articles that were being made. Like time just flies. Last year was a hoot. Huge hoot. How many accounts does Barney have? I don't know. A lot. How many accounts does Ariel G have? I don't know. A lot. But I'm surprised she ain't coming back yet. Cause we waiting. We're really waiting right now. Anyways, we're gonna have to address certain things again with Timberly, because Barney just put this up. So let me read this off and then we're gonna wrap this up. I'll be back later. I can't believe it's a Saturday. I don't know, maybe I've been traveling so much it seems like it's, I don't know, a Sunday. But here we go. we are gonna take a look at what Barney atted Timberly, because this is the MO. This is the tactic that is being used regularly with people, especially when they've gotten a favorable response from a content creator. So this is what Ariel G and Barney will do. So at Timberly, why do you even feel comfortable saying that you called your son a N word? On top of that, you're obviously citing a terrible example. First of all, Timberly has not said that she's called her son the N word. We actually clarified this last night. We're saying that she has said whatever happens in her household is between her and the members of her household, and is not the opinion or um, subject to be talked about with other people, which is true. But then people are twisting it and saying this. Why do you even feel comfortable saying that you call your son an N word? She's never called her son an N word ever. He's mixed with black. She would never call him the N word. She's just saying that whatever happens in her household is, their business. That doesn't translate to her calling him the N word. So Barney, aka Julie, aka Kermit, aka Jack Meoff, continues. Why would you want him as a mixed race man to think it's acceptable for white women to call him that? You're also a bum who probably says they're a bum. They're a bum. Is she multiple people? All right, so he is mixed raced. She doesn't think it's acceptable for a white woman to call him the N word. She has never called him the N word. We've clarified this once again. Barney continues. You support Monty preying on women and beg him to pay your bills. Once again, I've clarified this. I prayed on no one. People were talking to me. Some people wanted more. The fact is, when things don't work out for certain individuals, what do? They go on a smear campaign. That is what they do, and they'll gang up on you. It happened with me. It's happened to multiple people on YouTube, and it's going to keep happening to multiple people because it seems that's just the way of certain sick individuals on this platform. Barney continues, you're obviously failing in the parenting and life category. That's false because one, Barney, Timberly lives at the place she lives at, and she doesn't live with her mom like Jessica Messica does. Two, she has groceries in her fridge. Three, she's cared for and protected her daughter. Uh, what can we say about Jessica Messica? What has she been doing except for staying up all night on the internet talking shit about people? And three was, we already finished three. We're at four. Timberly does whatever she can to protect her home and household and her family members, and she ain't drinking and driving and getting into confrontations with officers after having wine on a date at the casino back in early June 2022, and now has a court case. Yeah, Timberly doesn't have that. You know who has that? Jessica Messica. Miss Melly, what's up? Welcome. All right, so let's continue. She's not failing in parenting or in life, okay? Barney continues. Keep in mind, I never brought any of this stuff up. She probably says this shit on her lives, and that's weird as F. What do you mean you never brought it up? You're bringing it up right now. You're literally bringing it up while saying you never brought this up. Saying you never brought it up means that you've literally never brought it up, but you're bringing it up while saying you never brought it up, which is a lie. You brought it up in your last live stream and the live stream before that, and you're bringing it up now. So don't say you never brought it up while literally at the same time, right before this, saying that she's failing at parenting and life. That's just idiotic. Anyways, that is it. We're gonna continue with this. We're gonna have to look at more things with Barney, aka Julie, aka Kermit, aka Jack Me Off. Happy birthday, Polly. Hopefully you're having a great birthday. I did sing you happy birthday. Hip hip hooray. Have a great one. You said that you had Japanese style Korean barbecue. Must be nice. I haven't had Korean barbecue in a while. Maybe I'll look into that. I really enjoy Korean barbecue. It's an experience. If you haven't, check it out. If you have, great. Sarili says Ariel's the one failing at parenting. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna actually have to go over that and explain to people exactly why. Ash says this Barney person seems to be jealous of people and wants to bring them down. Some people get joy out of bringing other people down. Some people get joy out of defaming people. Some people get joy out of chaos. Ariel G, Barney, Jessica Messica are some of those people. They love the chaos. They enjoy the chaos. They like it when people are going at each other knowing that they are the ones who started it. They enjoy when people go at each other knowing that lies have been told. So we're going to have another stream about this. Anyways, I'm out of here. Smash that like button, subscribe if you want to. Leave me a comment if you're watching the replay, and I'll be back later. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.